It's a YBN Nahmir tweet going viral right now with over 11 million views, not for something good, but because the world think the songs that he just put out is that garbage. Every reply to that tweet is just people trolling dude. See, Nahmir was one of the strongest names in music at one point. There was a time where he was loved by people. Now, people look at the man like he a joke. Back during that 2017, 2018 era, Nahmir was locked in. He was a face the world knew. He was somebody people cared about, excited to hear new music from. I'm talking about, he was so locked in, Lyrical Lemonades was doing videos with him. He was doing features. Just know that man was really trying to get his career together. But not only was he putting himself on, he did the same thing with his bros. Nahmir was out here gathering all this success, but he wasn't just finna leave it to himself. He was like, you know what, let me spread this out. Let me get some here, get some there. And he ended up putting his boys on. He put everybody around him in a position to win. And it worked out. He put his homeboys on, and it was almost as successful as he was. This where the whole YBN group started. It was him, Almighty J, and Corday. Now, him and Jay were really alike. They both made the same kind of music. They both rapped about the same stuff, and it was working. Jay came into the rap game with his own little body of music, and Corday came with his own style. But there was a difference between these three. Corday came in with this real conscious style of music. People compare him a lot to J. Cole. They call him a J. Cole clone, which I kind of see it, but y'all don't always gotta call it a clone. But yeah, Corday was a lot more conscious. He made music with a lot more meaning to it. And this was something you wouldn't expect from someone under the YBN brand. But it's gonna come back into play later. At the start, they ended up dropping a group project, and like I said, it was just building the whole brand, building a fan base. Nahmir was even a freshman on the 2018 list, but this would kind of be his peak. See, Nahmir spent years doing all of this. He spent years putting out these singles, spent years getting his mans together, spent time putting out this collab tape, doing everything except one thing. This man didn't drop his debut album. Nahmir had been a part of the game for over a year at this point, and he still didn't have a debut album. And this was a problem. And people wanted the problem solved, and it wouldn't be solved for a long time.
But do you, because I've heard you kind of put the blame on the label for your album not having come out, where you were kind of like, I made the album, and what you were saying in those tweets was basically that the label wasn't ready to get behind the project, so it was kind of out. Got to be a weird feeling.
It's not really the label. Like when I talk about that, it's not the label. It's like older background, like it's people that play a part dealing with the label, not the label, right, but people dealing with like management, who overhead of some other people that like that. Like it's nothing dealing with, you feel me, my label situation or my deal. It's dealing with older motherfuckers that play a part in something else.
Interesting.
And that's where his career would really start to go downhill. See, really since he came into the rap space, he was facing problems because he spoke about his life. He spoke about how he grew up and what he did growing up. And people had problems with it because Nahmir would get on these songs and talk all this hard shit and all this gun-toting talk. And people looked at him like, why you out here rapping about this? But you grew up playing the game. He was role-playing on GTA. He was like, I met Jay off playing GTA. I met a lot of these dudes I'm around now off the game. So people was like, how you go from playing the game to being a street nigga? And the people was vocal about it. And this was something else that never left his career. Since the start of everything he done did, people always had this one thing to say about him, that he a fraud. He was just the internet dude rapping about street talk. But this brings us to 2020. Keep in mind, Nahmir had a career since 2017. He has been famous. He has been a known rapper since 2017. And in 2020, he still didn't have a debut album out. No solo EP, nothing. Just had singles out and that one collab album with the other YBN dudes. But May 2020 would come around and Nahmir would come to the media. Oh yeah, I got the album drop, and that album finally finna come out. He told the world that he finally put a body of work together that he was ready to release. But 2020 came and went for Nahmir. That nigga ain't dropped no album, but that don't mean nothing else was coming for him. During this year 2020, a whole lot changed for the YBN. Remember what I said at the beginning, Corday music was so different compared to Almighty J and Nahmir, and it was showing. While Nahmir's career was going downhill, Corday's career was doing the complete opposite. This nigga putting Nahmir on his back. Corday really surpassed Nahmir, and it was only a matter of time before that started to affect the group. I mean, Corday was getting nominated off Grammys for his debut album, while Nahmir didn't even have a debut album out.
Oh, man, what the bruh? Crazy. This crazy. What the man, bro? I feel really good, bro. I just want y'all to say I put a lot of time and effort into this body of work, bro. My brother made the cover art, and this all with I created this album, bro, with all niggas got it out the mud with, bro. Out of the mud with, bro. My brother Kid, my brother Brand recorded the whole joint. My brother M1 made the cover art, bro. Appreciate it. This shit crazy. It feels so good just because I created this body of work, bro, with all that I got it out the mud with, bro. Did all that shit. Crazy. I spent a whole year creating this body of work, bro. I love my fans. I love y'all so much, bro. I love y'all, my family. And we just getting started. I still got a lot of work to do. But it's love, man. It's real love. We just getting started, but we taking it. Woo-hoo-hoo, we got it. Let's go. I feel good.
And like I said, it was only a matter of time before something happened with the group. And on August 6th, 2020, it happened. Nahmir came out saying that the group was done for. He got on Twitter and said that shit in the gutter. Remember that? I'd turn it up by myself. Nahmir was just blaming Cordae and Jay for everything that was going on. He blamed them for the whole downfall. He was like, bro, I'm the only one who stayed here. I'm the only one doing this, doing that.
And YBN. That's why I seen Cordae.
We all broke up because of that Jay did.
Oh, a contract that he signed?
And I can 100% say that, and I love Jay to death. I'm up realizing everything that was happening wrong.
But Cordae and Jay wasn't the only problems the YBN group was facing. They was in a bad deal, and they definitely got finessed. See, when they all blew up, they was young, 18, 19, probably didn't really understand none of the legal part of music. And Nahmir himself came out and said that. He said it was something wrong with the label that stopped them from dropping this music and doing this.
It's like, it be hella background, but at the end of the day, we all brothers. We all gonna say something that's gonna f the image of this shit. We all gonna f around and slip up, do something that's gonna f up the image of this shit. So, you feel me? You can't really take that and just be like, man, he don't give a f about him or SB for like they don't really care, because at the end of the day they do care. I saying that too. I know that hurt their feelings by saying that.
Really?
So
bro, I know these stories about every artist. This is why I'm the greatest journalist of all time. I know this, nigga. I know exactly the business behind YBN Nahmir and the whole YBN falling apart, bro. That's the shit that fans should know, I believe, bro. Because if y'all stop acting like it's over ego and emotional shit, it would make a lot more sense. Y'all, YBN was never owned by y'all. It was owned by who finessed y'all. Of course. Didn't Cordae mention that? Yeah, I dropped the YBN because we ain't own it. Yeah, I own it. Signed y'all to a contract, all y'all in the deal. Bro, that's up. It's some lawyers. His name is like James McMillan. Go Google it. I'm sorry, James McMillan. Sorry, I'm telling you now.
And what Ed was saying wasn't necessarily wrong. A couple years ago, Almighty J himself came out speaking on James McMillan. He said this nigga a fraud. He signed niggas to janky deals and mess them over. Nobody knows what we go through on a daily basis because we signed to him. That wasn't all Jay had to say though. He said trademarking the YBN name behind my back. Assigned me a lawyer he used to be engaged to without telling me. Took advantage of some kids. And that's what Ack was talking about in this clip. Cordae said, we don't own this. They didn't own the YBN brand, and that was also part of the reason why the whole group broke up. And at one point, Cordae did come out responding to leaving YBN. He said, Nahmir and Jay, them always gonna be my brothers in real life. Like I think the world of them. Sometimes as friends, you grow apart and you got different visions for what you want to do, and that's okay. It ain't no love lost. I think the world of them. I love my Jay to death, and that's just it. And before I keep going on, let me just talk about something real quick. Y'all niggas looking at the channel, y'all seen I haven't uploaded in like 25 days. That hurricane touched down. It touched down on September 27th, and it touched down bad. Boy, I'm telling you, I didn't have power for 2 weeks. 2 full weeks. I didn't have no power. Think about it. Everything in my fridge went bad. We had just went grocery shopping. The fridge full of meat, full of everything. I had to throw all that shit away. We had to go and get a grill the day after the hurricane hit because we didn't have no power to cook no food. And it was bad. I'm talking about that shit hit hard. I'm gonna put some videos up on the screen. Like the day after the hurricane hit, we couldn't even go to the gas station. I'm talking about it was so many cars lined up outside that gas station you couldn't even get in. It was like hundreds of people at every gas station. Luckily, no trees fell on my house or nothing like that, but it was crazy, nigga. For 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks almost, we didn't even have life. It was so different. I didn't have no power. We didn't have no internet. The internet just came on 2 days ago and it went out on September 27th. Let me get back to the story. I just had to give a little explanation on what's been going on. But back to Nahmir, 2020 ain't slow down for that man. He got right to getting clowned by the internet again. Around October, the nigga came to IG and did something that had people laughing at him. He posted an IG promo to his account and people was laughing at him. It's like, how you supposed to be this rapper and you over here doing IG promos for bread? And he did something he shouldn't have. He responded to the hate and got on Twitter and said this a dumb generation. Who wouldn't want to make a simple Instagram post for $5,000? I guess I'm broke. Stay blessed. And I'm not gonna lie. Niggas was hating. You cannot be mad at bro for posting that for 5 racks. He clicked 3 buttons on his phone and made $5,000. Anybody would do that, but you do got to look at it realistically. He is a rapper with a rapper image, so if you were a rapper and did something like that, of course you're gonna get some hate. But Nahmir just wasn't making the hate no better. He kept dropping songs that people didn't like. Nahmir would drop a new single, people would clown it. Remember when he made Wake Up, and it was a whole meme online for months? And even though he was getting clowned for a minute, Nahmir did kind of make a mini comeback. After being forgotten in the rap space musically wise, he dropped a song that made people care again. Opstopper with him and 21 Savage. This song went viral on TikTok, did numbers on YouTube. The song did good for bro, and he seen this opportunity. This was the first opportunity that man had had in years. For years, people forgot about Nahmir. He had this one chance to drop something, and he did it. The nigga finally announced his debut album 5 years into being a rapper. Really sit and think about it. He blew up in 2017 and dropped his debut album in 2021. Think about how much the rap space have changed. Think about how much music changed. Music sounded completely different when you look at a 2021 song and a 2017 song. But the music landscape ain't even close to being the same, but he still took that chance. He came out and dropped his debut album, Vision Land, to some real interesting reviews.
Yeah. No, hold on. I'm still asleep right now. I'm not even woke. Juice, I'm not woke right now, Juice. I'm not woke. And bro, please, bro, please. Oh, please don't do this to me, bro. Please don't do this to me, bro. Hold on. Yeah, hey, somebody pinch me real quick. Pinch me real quick, gang. Somebody. I bet. We're gonna go back, yo. Hold on. I ain't just hear that. Bro, I tried, bro. I tried my best. I tried to like it first, bro.
This album came out and he got right to getting clowned once again. This album had a terrible song on there. I'm not gonna lie to you. Soul Train. He had that song on there and it went viral, but not for the right reason. Soul Train has over 550,000 dislikes on the audio right now. And remember, this was at the height of the whole streamer era, so everybody was just reacting to it. The reception around his name was so bad and so much in the dirt, it just added on top of everything else. Everything else he was going through just was amplified, but it still gets worse. After this album came out, you know, it did his little weekly sale, and Academics came out and posted this man's first week sales. And he tweeted and said, Nahmir was on pace to sell 4,000 copies first week. And Nahmir was mad. And he responded to all the hate. He said, thank you so much. I got some new shit for y'all. It took a lot for Vision Land 2 to come out. I'm back in that old YBN stuff. Watch how I make the world shut up. And over the next few months, Nahmir couldn't escape the jokes. He couldn't escape all the negativity the internet was throwing onto him. And over time, he done spoke on this period in his life. He spoke about how it affected him.
My nigga annoying. I told him, I said, yo, bro, listen. And I had a real conversation with him. I said, yo, I feel you one of the who have been benefited from the YBN brand.
That's exactly how I felt too, bro.
Or promoting the shit, or promoting people to have these opinions of him is very much different than if I'm like, you know what, I don't like this song from Nahmir.
If didn't like the song, he just said, nah, I really don't like this one. But he was trying to like downplay it. He'll get all his friends to hop on the stream and hit them up. Bro, listen to this ass song, it's trash ass. Like, bro, like, what the your homeboy? Like, you're not supposed to put me under the bus like that. Like, you feel me? If I didn't like your song, I wouldn't even say nothing. Like, you feel me? Your song's just ass as f, but I don't say nothing about that. Like, you feel me? I don't hop on the internet and be like, oh yeah, this my boy, he's trash as fuck. Like, and try to downplay a name that I never even downplay nobody name that I don't f with. So I don't know. I never been that type of nigga. And for him to do that type of shit, everything was all cool and everything was good, and he knew the situation I was going through with my label. It kind of like, I don't know, made my stomach turn. And I was like, yeah, it felt weird. Like, that's really weird. Like, now I'm on cut ass. And that's the same day too.
But all this controversy wasn't the end of 2021. For Nahmir, he ended up beefing with one of the niggas that he put on in the first place. Him and Jay got into it. They was on IG Live screaming at each other, threatening to beat each other up.
Set this fight up, man. Let's set it up. Man, let's set it up. Look, me and you gonna get in the ring. Listen, me and you gonna get in the ring, and we gonna box it. We gonna box in front of everybody. Down for that. I'm ready. I want to get in the ring. I'm down.
Oh, true is.
I ain't no gangster. I don't want to be gangster. I want to be gangster for me. I just want to get in the ring and box. And you talking about niggas to pull up and get none of that, man. Hey, listen.
I'm gonna have to put
listen, you like a brother to me. I don't want to be on no gangster. I want to get in the ring and I want to box. I'm gonna put you in that blender like how I did last time. I want to listen. Let's do it in front of everybody. I'm with it. Do it in front of everybody, bro. You one of them type. Come on, man. You gotta do it in front of everybody though. You like a brother to me. I ain't no you nigga. You know I love you, bro. I just want to get a ring and box. Yeah, I'm a beat the out you. I sound good. Let's get it set up. The shit out you too. Let's set it up. I'm down. Let's get it.
But what started, one thing that starts most problem in this world, some money. So Nahmir and Jay got into something. I guess it was some street business because Jay didn't really say what it was. Jay just came out and said, me and Nahmir ended up having to pay about 40K because he was in a situation that he was too deep in. Jay paid 30K, Nahmir paid 10K. Jay went out his way to drop 30K in cash to get Nahmir out of whatever problems he was in. And Jay posted the receipts. He posted him holding the 30K in cash on the exact day that he said everything was going down. And so he gave Nahmir this money and they started going back and forth about other money problems. And this led them to beefing with each other. And these two arguing on live made Jay get on YouTube and talk about the situation. That's how I know what went on. And this is where the iconic "you don't pop niggas" clip came from.
So all this fake ass gangster that you doing, bro, on the internet, bro, I don't know where that shit came from. You not like that, bro. You went live and said you pop. You don't pop. You went live and said you whoop. You don't whoop. You went live and said, know how you get down. Nobody know how you get down. What the f is you talking about?
But this time period in his life, we were learning a lot about him. Over the past few years, he had been dealing with alcoholism. In March 2022, he came out telling the world how bad it really was. People didn't know what he was going through. People didn't know the problems and the addictions that he was facing. So he came out and just spoke on his real life problems. He said, all right, y'all, I feel like it's best for me to just get this out my system. For 3 years, I've been struggling with my alcohol addiction. I changed so much to it. I changed so much due to it and not in the right ways. I pushed so many of my loved ones away and people that I care about because of it. I constantly tried to stop myself and slow down from drinking, but it ain't easy. This year, I want a new challenge, and that challenge for me is to get clean. I never knew addiction was this hard. Beforehand, it was easy for me to block it out, but now it's taking a toll. It's just been a lot going on in my life behind closed doors, and I just gotta leave it off the internet. The only thing I want to do right now in my life is get help, therapy or rehab to feel like myself again, to get my family back. I'm sorry, y'all, I slipped. And this will be something that will come back into his life over the years, him dealing with this and how it impacted his life a lot. And I don't know if it was affecting him during what I'm about to tell you about, but Nahmir was snapping on people. And this nigga got into it with a troll. And this wasn't no little argument. This wasn't him just calling him a bitch in the comments or just talking a little trash on his IG story. He DM'd this troll and was threatening to kill him. He threatened to shoot up his mama house. He was just going crazy.
Folk trade crips, all that out, bro. You're from Fort Worth, bro. Let's be honest, nigga. I'm from North Long Beach. I'm from 2NGC. Like, bro, I really over, bro. Like, nigga, do you filthy? Like, really beat your all that little lifting weights and all that is out. Like, that do not matter. You really good, bro. And it's in your face right after, cuz like, come to Fort Worth and beat your ass and your mama house up, dude. Be honest with yourself.
But Nahmir just couldn't stop getting into it with people. See, throughout his time in rap, like I touched on, Nahmir been talking street talk in his music, and a lot of people was paying attention to it. And eventually somebody would call him out. A nigga y'all might know, Jace, the underground rapper. Him and Nahmir got into it over what Nahmir was claiming.
Explain yourself. He the one got to explain. Like, I'm trying to get an answer out of him. Like, let us know, Nahmir. The crib. Hey, look, bro, how you went from GD to crib, bro? How you went from GD to crib? How you went from GD to crib, bro? How you went from GD to crib? You're talking at the same time as crib. How you went from GD to crib? You're talking at the same time as cuz. You're not gonna explain yourself. All you gonna open your mouth and say is some dumb ass shit. You're not gonna answer the question. Talking, Nick. How you? How you? I'm gonna let you talk. How you went from GD to crib? How I went from GD to crib? It happened. Bro, what the? There is no way on Vadu. There is no way. You joking, bro? You didn't even. Christ, there is no way. You just said. He just admitted. Nigga tripping. Hey, I swear to God, you niggas gotta do a little better than that, cuz.
And what's crazy is, if you don't know, Jason and Nahmir kind of knew each other for a minute. They knew each other back before either one of them was really famous. They used to be on the game back in the day, just like how Nahmir was on the game with Jay and them. Really, for a while after this, Nahmir was out the way. He was dropping music. It wasn't getting clowned on. He was just living his life. But all of that changed earlier this year. Early 2024, something happened with Nahmir that brought him right back into the news. He'd been in the news non-stop this year. And it all started with the one and only 80 Rose. So Earlier this year, Aiden started his whole boxing thing on Kick, where he get rappers or get streamers and they get in the ring and box. And he was like, all right, let's get Nahmir on here. I want Nahmir and Annoying TV to get in this ring and box each other. But of course, Nahmir wasn't finna do it for free. I mean, why would a nigga go box somebody for free? So Aiden like, look, bro, I'll throw you 20K. 20K, you get in this ring and fight. But Nahmir was like, you lowballing me. He said he wanted 100K. And when Aiden heard this, he did what he do best. Started some controversy. That nigga got right on stream talking trash about Nahmir, calling the music trash, saying he don't got no career, he don't got this, he don't got that. And this was a war between these two people started.
I got it. Nahmir, you're not worth $100,000. You fell off. You suck at music. You failed your music career. Nothing but, I got no disrespect to show but that. Nahmir, you're nothing, you're nobody, and your career sucks. You are nowhere near 100 bands.
You know how you get them?
And again, Kick paid Cardi $2 mil. And hey, at least I got $2 mil to pay. You're broke. Gonna get YBN Nahmir versus Annoying TV, but YBN Nahmir asked for $100,000. Top literally laughed at the manager and hung up. You rappers that have not made a hit, no disrespect, stop asking for too much money, bro. You are not getting it, bro. You are not getting that, bro. No, stop. You'll do it for 10, 15, 20K, bro. It's a lot of money still. And if you show respect to my event and you do it for that, I'll up your next event. It's really that simple, bro. I'm not asking for a lot.
And it would only be a matter of time before Nahmir responded. He got on IG saying, ain't you the same dude that paid $2 million for a dude to sit next to you? He said, don't mention me in no BS. I don't care about no free promo, no dick holding, because I'm not that type of dude. I don't care. Tony Benz, what is that? That ain't all he said, though. After everything was going on, he had got on the phone with academics, and they was on stream speaking on the situation.
At first, it was supposed to be like me and Jay was going boxing. We was going to do our little. You already know how me and Jay was going to get in.
Yeah.
I guess he changed it or somebody. He talked to my manager and all that type. He didn't even talk. I never talked to this before. Like, you feel me? Like, even on no boxing or even DM them. It was always my manager and all that type of shit. You feel me? It was the me and Jay first, and then he said Annoying or something. So I'm like, okay, for sure. Like, either way, I'm a boxer. Like, I'm no boxer or nothing. Like, I never hopped in no ring on the hood. Like, I never did no weird ass shit because I'm not a boxer. I'm a rapper. I'm a at the end of the day. I do my but shit. I don't. You said what?
You think you could beat Annoying?
Cause I'm scoffing at anybody, win losses or whatever.
Okay.
I really don't. I'm gonna get whooped. Yeah. I can't see myself getting whooped out.
Yeah. Okay. So all right. So wait. So they throw Annoying's name in the mix. And then how the business get figured out, or how were they trying to do it?
Shit, he hopped on the phone with my manager. My manager was like, he trying to do 100K and less. And the nigga laughed at him and hung up the phone. You notice, like, every time I get in an argument with one of these on Instagram, it's for some shit they said about me or some shit they brought me into. I ain't never looked for no nigga comment on no. Oh, you's a bitch. Oh, I'm laughing at your song. I never invite the negative energy. But when you invite it to me, of course I ain't gonna say something. Of course I'm gonna have a response.
And the thing is, he wasn't playing no sides when it came to this. Right when he got off the phone with Nahmir, he calls up Aiden Ross.
Rappers deal with reputation more than any other, entertainer. If they get knocked out, they're done. It's like, I mean, their main career is done. Like, you know what I mean? They can't even rap certain ways. I know you probably didn't see what he said. He was talking crazy. But I want to get your, rationale in even dealing with Nahmir and everything.
I don't care if he wants to box any millions. So, straight up. I mean, dude, that's like Drake giving a feature to, how do I put this? That's like Drake giving a feature to, I don't know. You would be better at giving an analogy. I gave him his most relevant day he's had since 2016, so I'm not going to talk about it. But if you want to talk about something else, I'm down.
But even after everything, he was still speaking on the situation. Nahmir was kind of on the interview run. He did a no jumper interview. He did another one. He was wanting his voice to be heard during the situation.
Look, his manager calling me, right? He like, yo, we want Nahmir to fight for 20K, right? He like Annoying TV. Respectfully, I'm not big in the streaming world regardless, but I don't know who that is, right? And I'm looking up on Instagram, like 20K followers, right? I'm like, bro, Nahmir got a lot of love and a lot of hate. What do he look like fighting him for 20K? He's not even you're not gonna fight a nobody podcaster for people gonna want to see something happen to him in a fight, bro. We need at least 100,000, at least. Easy. That's a minimum, bro. Because he's not a boxer. He's a rapper.
Baby money.
You know what I'm saying? He's a rapper. If it's a song, all right, that's different. But for a boxing man, it was never no disrespect to Aiden Ross. Stream with Aiden, he never gonna charge Aiden for a stream. That's dope. But it's like a boxing match, bro. If he get knocked out in a box, because he's not a boxer, he can fight. But if he get, bro, that's gonna bro, that's worth.
It's a bad look.
Going
500, 700,000, bro. Not even 100,000. You understand what I'm saying?
And even though he was getting clowned by Aiden and all these people on the internet, that don't mean life slowed down for bro. Just a few months after he got into it with Aiden, he got into it with some people in real life. One day out the blue, some niggas ran down on him, allegedly, and snatched his chain. And it wasn't just words. They posted with a YBN chain. But just because they got a YBN chain, that don't mean it's real, that don't mean it's his, that don't mean they snatched it off his neck. We don't know what really went on with this situation. We just see some dudes come online and say they snatched the chain.
Easy than the bitch, yeah, homie. Take about it's easy to get one of these. It's easy to get one of these, gang. It's easy to get one of these. I can show you how to rap or something when she at that, you hear me? Show you how to do it, like get him up, like give it up or something, like saying.
And when that news came out, Nahmir did what a normal human would do. He got online defending himself.
I'm literally just getting up. What do we talking about, cuz? Like, what the be going? Oh, this fake as hell. The internet be fake to the. What? What the? What? Me? Y'all believe anything y'all see. Y'all believe anything y'all see. Started to believe it too. I'm like, damn, I know I wasn't that drunk outside.
And sadly, 2024 did get worse for bro. Just a month after these dudes came online saying they snatched his chain, he came to the internet telling some more personal problems. Remember earlier when I said his drinking problem was bad? Well, that came back around to him. He ended up having a seizure that almost killed him. And he posted to IG and said this: I really just had a seizure. Shout out to everybody who been checking in on me all day. Been overworking myself, doing shows back to back, getting drunk every day. That ass died and came back alive this morning. I genuinely care about every single one of you. And luckily, he was good. And for a few months after this, he was out the news until just a few days ago. He came to Twitter and posted some new music, right? What a tweet that said this: this for the gangsters, straight old school. Which one y'all messing with more? Let me know something. And he wasn't on these songs rapping normally. You heard what he said. This for the old heads. This for the old school type of music. He got on these songs rapping like a straight West Coast LA nigga from the 90s, and people wasn't liking it. Every side of the internet is cooking this man. If you get on Instagram, if you get on TikTok, Twitter, it don't matter. You gonna see Nahmir getting clowned. And it's crazy. His own tweet of him just posting the song has over 11 million views. I don't know what it is about Nahmir, but it's like Nahmir might go a few months, maybe a year, maybe 2 without getting clowned on, but it always come back to him. It's like he always ends up becoming the most hated artist at some point. I feel like he had potential back when he was first coming up, but him making all these bad decisions, like not dropping that debut album and allowing some of these terrible songs to come out, just ruined everything he had going on for him. Let's be honest, Soul Train shouldn't have been allowed to actually be put on his debut album. That song should have never came out. I feel like if he would have had the right people around him, if he would have had real niggas around him, they wouldn't have let that song come out. Maybe his career would be in a different spot right now. To me, it just seemed like the hip-hop space don't respect them and won't respect them anytime. So I just wonder if he would have never put out Soul Train, the song with over 550,000 dislikes, would his career be in a different spot right now? But look, anything can happen with any artist. You see what happened to Lil Durk. Lil Durk was at the lowest point in his career, turned everything around. Now he one of the biggest artists out. Now Nahmir might turn his career in a year or two. I guess we just gotta wait and see.